This latest Wendy Williams backlash lets us know that council culture really isn't a thing.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the Black Female Council.
So what's going on, y'all? We have got to talk about Wendy Williams and her latest backlash of her commentary on the slain TikTok star Swavy. If you haven't seen the clip, if you haven't seen it, Wendy Williams was talking about a TikTok star who was a dancer who did dance videos on TikTok and had millions of followers. And Wendy Williams talked about him on her show. Now, Wendy Williams, when she talked about him, she spent majority of the time talking about this slain teenager who has been a victim of violence, gun violence. She started to talk about how many followers he had on TikTok and how many followers she has on Instagram, and that he has more followers than her and she doesn't use TikTok. And I'm just like, it's giving very much narcissism. It's giving very much like, how do you not have the care and the grace to talk about a young 19-year-old who just recently was a victim of gun violence, and you're talking about him a couple of days later as if he's recovered or anything. It's just like, I don't understand how Wendy Williams, she talks about her career, how she's been in this game so long. For someone who has been in the game so long, you should know how to transition from a serious conversation to something kind of light, to something a little bit funny. Even for me, I know how to do that. And I've not been in the game that long. I'm not a professional at this. Wendy Williams literally has a whole team of people who help her get ready and get prepared for her show. She has a producer that is talking to her and giving her information about the topics. She didn't even know how to pronounce this young man's name. And I'm watching, I'm just like, there's just no way that Wendy did not realize that this was a cringe moment. It's just saying, clap if you knew him. It's just why even talk about this? Wendy could have took this as a conversation about gun violence. She could have talked about that, and you just say, hey, this is a sad situation, and I wish the family the best. The only reason why you cover this, Wendy Williams, is because it was a trending topic, and I don't even understand why you even covered it, because your audience, your demographic doesn't even be on TikTok like that, watching 19-year-olds dance and stuff. So I don't even understand why do that. But I can see that being your team and your folks saying, hey, we're gonna put this on YouTube, we're gonna type his name in, and then he's gonna come up in the algorithm, and so on and so forth. But I think this is proof for two things for me, is that Wendy Williams is not okay. Something is going on, something is not right with her, and I hope that she finds the stuff that she needs to get in a better place, where she's not out here making being hateful this. I don't even know what you would call it, because I'm really wanting to believe that it wasn't intentional, and that there's an air pocket or something in her brain where she's just not understanding. But I think what it is that Wendy has been a celebrity so long, she's so disconnected. So for her to make jokes she doesn't know the price of milk, she doesn't know this, she doesn't do this and that. You are a person that's providing commentary on stuff that is going on, and you're not relating to the people who are watching. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. You are not connecting with the girls. You're not, and you're talking to them about stuff that's going on. And I'm just why? Why subject this family to this harm and this conversation, and I just don't get it. And Swavy's sister responded to the conversation, and she basically went in and just said that it's sad that my mother has to look for a lawyer, and all the attention that this has brought to we're having to defend our brother's name. And in the midst of mourning him, and within it's not even been a week. I don't even think his funeral arrangements are even made yet. And you have Wendy just talking about it. It's just oh my gosh, no care, no grace, no nothing. And I'm just this is not the first time, and it won't be the last time that Wendy Williams will say something that's just out of control. You remember when she made the comment about what's the name, in his lips, and you know, she got in trouble for that. And then, you know, the whole stunt with, you know, Tabitha Brown, which I did not think was that bad, but it's just like, you know, the thing was Wendy was projecting when she was talking about Tabitha Brown. She was projecting her own insecurities and her own whatever without just like being, you know, impartial to the conversation and like, hey, you know what? You know, not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of folks can, you know, have a person to, you know, make them believe in their dream, like give them the, you know, time to believe in their dream and to focus on their career and work and make the money and take care of the household while they're doing that. And you know, now like that should have been the conversation. Instead, Wendy was like, you know, projecting and saying that this man gonna be out here running wild and, you know, taking her money, and it's just like trying to insinuate that Tabitha's going to experience the same stuff that Wendy has experienced. And I'm like, girl, like this is a no. So I want people to understand that this is a perfect example of cancel culture not being a thing. Like it's not really a thing. I think people don't understand is that people have been calling folks out and saying stuff way before. Like people have been dragged and talked about for doing stuff. Some folks rightfully so, some people not. And that's been happening before social media. But I think what's going on is the people on social media have the power to, you know, have a conversation. Like they are the tastemakers. Like if we have a commentary on and say something about somebody and it's taking up a lot of space and everybody's seeing it, you know, some folks are like, hey, we don't want that, like we don't want that attached to us. But this is not gonna work on Wendy. Wendy's been on air how long? And this is not her first time saying something. She said a lot of, you know, homophobic stuff in the past. Like she's alleged a lot of stuff over the time of her career. But I think just this, and I felt like she was trying to almost trying to paint this young man as if he was a gangbanger or as if he deserved this or he was like da-da-da. And it was that and just the conversation. And I just even understand the producer who was just, you have more followers. We are talking about a child, a 19-year-old who was just a victim of gun violence, and y'all are talking about followers on social media. Like, y'all cannot be serious. Y'all cannot be serious. Like, and I'm just, what is going on? So there's been a lot of backlash. And, you know, folks have been eating up. Like, you got a lot of blogs that have been just eating Wendy up about it. A lot of folks have been tweeting just like, girl, what? And when I saw the clip, I saw the original clip on Twitter. And I knew in my heart of heart, I said, girl, this is about to go all the way left. So the clip was like 1 minute and 15 seconds. And in the clip, she is just talking about this young man, followers and her followers, only to the last couple of seconds, talking about something, well, he was dead. What? Like, there's no transition at all. Like, there's no transition, just, well, he's dead. What, girl? Like, I don't know. So, I'm gonna read y'all what Swavy's sister said on Instagram. Wendy show, you should be disgusted with yourself. You couldn't even remember my little brother's name. You seen he was trending and used him for clout. Everybody already talking about him, and you made it even worse by putting out a false narrative. My mom can't even mourn because everybody being so disrespectful about her child. It's sad that you have to worry about getting a lawyer when she haven't even buried my brother yet. Y'all so insensitive. So, I guess the good thing about some of this is, you know, after the situation with, you know, Wendy, you know, saying it, like whatever, they were able to meet the goal on GoFundMe for his funeral arrangements. So the goal was $20,000 and they're at $23,000 now. So, you know, this is Wendy. And I just want her to do better. I just want better for my good sister, because like this just was not it. Like this just wasn't. And it was very disturbing to watch. And I hope that Monday when she comes back, that she at least offers some type of apology to the family. Like I think that would be big ups to Wendy if she offers an apology. You know, even if they don't accept it, like to save a little bit of face, I'll apologize for that. And just move on. But you know, y'all know Wendy is Wendy, so